Hi guys and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the beautiful Sara Sampaio. Sara Pinto Sampaio, born on 21st of July 1991, is a Portuguese model best known for being a Victoria Secret Angel. Sampaio is a Giorgio Armani beauty ambassador and works for Calzedonia as well. She was the first Portuguese model in the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue in 2014. She is 31 years old and born in Portugal. Her hair is brown and her eyes are green, and she's really cute. Sampaio was named Best Female Model at the Globos de Ouro Portuguese Golden Globes in 2011, 2012, 2014, 2015 and 2016. In 2019, Sampaio was the winner for Fashion Personality of the Year. Sampaio grew up in the outskirts of Porto. After completing high school, she attended the University of Lisbon. Sampaio was first discovered at the age of 15, though she was not allowed to compete in modeling competitions until the age of 16. At 16, she won a hair modeling contest in Portugal called Cabelos Pantene 2007. After the contest, she acted in a commercial in Portugal, and afterward, she was signed to an agency. However, her parents encouraged her to finish high school before becoming a professional model. Sampaio's dream was to work for Victoria's Secret. After her agency sent in headshots, she was asked to audition. However, she did not make it into the fashion show. She continued to pursue the runway and made her debut in the 2013 Victoria's Secret fashion show, where she walked in one segment. During her sophomore performance in 2014, she walked in two segments. In 2015, she was chosen as one of the newest angels for the 2015 runway. And in December of the same year, she walked for the brand for the first time as an angel. On 24th of October 2016, it was announced that Sara would be walking with the other angels in the 2016 fashion show in Paris, France. She has been featured prominently in television ads for Axe body spray in the United States. In 2012, she was chosen for the cover of the April edition of Portuguese Vogue and to be the face of the international advertising campaign for Calzedonia Mar Summer 2012, which was photographed by Rafael Mazzucco in Greece and in Jamaica. She was the face of Calzedonia again in 2013, 2014 and 2015. She also appeared in the Replay Fall-Winter 11-12 campaign alongside Irina Shayk in the Blue Fall-Winter campaign with Adriana Lima and in the Armani Fall-Winter campaign. In 2013, she appeared in the first edition of the Year of Portuguese GQ, where she was presented as the 8th wonder of the world. She appeared in Rosa Cha 2013 campaign alongside Barbara Palvin. On 13 November 2013, she made her debut in the Victoria's Secret Fashion Show 2013. She walked in the pink segment. She walked the following year in two segments. In 2015, she walked for the first year as an angel. She has appeared in the 2014 and 2015 editions of the Sports Illustrated Swimsuit edition and won the Rookie of the Year award in 2014. Sampaio has been on the cover of Loveliest, Vogue, Marie Claire, Glamour, Elle, Harper's Bazaar, GQ, Telva, and many more. In 2015, Maxim honored the 20th anniversary of the brand Victoria's Secret and included Sampaio on the list, the 20 most beautiful angels of all time. In May, she got her first cover in the United States, photographed by Jules Ben-Simon to Maxim. In interviews with Vogue, Sampaio discusses being photographed nude, which she finds empowering, and her view of modeling more generally as a form of artistic expression. In the interview she says, "At the end of the day, we were born naked and that's the way we are gonna go." However, she accused Louis magazine of sexual harassment and bullying her into posing nude for their cover when she requested that her contract stipulate a no-nudity clause. She believes that everyone should feel comfortable in their own skin no matter their shapes or sizes. For this reason, Sara has spoken out against skinny shaming and mentioned in an interview that the amount of hate that she and other Victoria's Secret models experience is ridiculous. She says that everybody is different and every metabolism is different. The model was part of the Perfect Body Visit campaign that was later changed to A Body for Everybody. Sampaio has stated on Instagram that she suffers from trichotillomania. She was praised for fans and the media for raising awareness of the little-known condition and has received many messages of support from fellow sufferers. And for those of you who don't know, trichotillomania, also known as hair pulling disorder or compulsive hair pulling, is a mental disorder characterized by a long-term urge that results in the pulling out of one's own hair. A brief positive feeling may occur as hair is removed. Efforts to stop pulling hair typically fail. Since 2015, she has been in a relationship with the entrepreneur Oliver Ripley, who ended their relationship at the end of 2020 due to their professional commitments, and since end of April 2022, she has been with the American producer Zach Frognovsky. In 2021, Sara Sampaio did an interview with Elle speaking on mental health in lockdown, body insecurities, and the facial that she won't be trying again. She said, "I put on weight during quarantine and my boobs grew up and I was like, oh, this is great." It would be told to find a Victoria's Secret runway from the last couple of years or so that hasn't been totally dominated by Sara Sampaio. On top of being a VC angel and the face of Michael Kors' latest fragrance, Gorgeous, the model has appeared on many magazine covers, making her one of the most recognizable faces in the fashion world. And what a face it is! One might assume the supermodel has a jam-packed workout schedule and a beauty cupboard full of products, but you would be somewhat disappointed. It turns out the Portuguese actress is surprisingly minimalist with her beauty regime and spends more time cuddling her dogs than at the gym, a better use of time if you ask us. And in this interview, Sara Sampaio talks about some of her favorite products and routine. "I'm not an early bird, but usually one of my dogs wakes up as soon as the sun is up, like food time, so usually around 7 a.m. I'm trying to train him to wake me up a little bit later, but he's not having it. I go to sleep it really depends on where I am in the world, to be honest. If I'm in LA, I tend to start getting tired around 9 p.m, so most nights I'm in bed by 10:30. But when I go back to Europe, I sometimes can sleep till 2 a.m. The first thing that passes my lips is, I love coffee, but I do decaf. I love the taste and I feel like a lot of it's psychological, so just the smell is enough. The last thing that passes my lips is water. I always have my sippy cup with me to get my water intake, especially when living in LA because it is so dry. I used to snack on cookies or popcorn before going to bed, but I managed to stop it. At the beginning of lockdown, though, all rules were off the table. My makeup routine is quick, so around 10 minutes. I don't tend to use much, just some foundation, concealer, blush, highlighter, and a little eyeshadow. Just something natural. I finish with fragrance and then I'm out the door. My skincare involves a serum in the morning, and then I'll use the Avene Cical Fade Plus Restorative Protective Cream as a moisturizer. It's really saved my skin. I'll do a few sheet masks if my face needs the extra moisture too. I love the Rose Gold Brightening Facial Treatment Mask by 111 Skin. My exercise routine during quarantine was zero, but I usually work out at the dog pound. I have built a gym in my house with a Peloton and everything and free weights, but it's so hard to get the willpower to work out when I'm by myself. A personal trainer just helps me get my ass off the couch. When I look in the mirror, I feel like I've just hit puberty and I'm turning 30 next year. When I was younger, I had the body of a boy, so I hated it. I had no butt, no boobs, and then I started modeling, where you're working with the most beautiful women in the world and you're constantly compared to one another. I used to hate my height because I'm short for modeling, but it's so stupid. There's literally nothing I can do to change it. I really learned to take my body for what it is. I love it if I put on weight, love it if I lose weight. We're all human beings, we fluctuate, but I used to be really hard on myself. It's one of those things when you are in your formative years, you really take it personally, but now I'm like, I've put on weight this quarantine and my boobs grew up, and I'm like, this is great. I've never cleaned I never clean my makeup brushes, which is probably the biggest faux pas of beauty. It's too much work. I tend to use my fingers, so it's not that bad. The last beauty item I bought myself was some acetone. I had to take my nail polish off, so I had to run out at 10 p.m. to get some. A beauty secret I can share: I always love when my face has had a little bit of sun, which isn't the best, but I can keep it all year long by taking a blush across the arch of my nose so it looks like I've just come back from vacation. I feel happiest when hugging my dogs. It makes me feel so much better. I have two Shiba Inus and they're basically like cats. They come to you when they want and when they want love, but if you want love, forget it. The weirdest thing in my fridge is some cold brew coffee with alcohol in it that someone sent me. I haven't tried it yet because it's not really my thing, but it's in my fridge. I'll try and give it to someone when people are allowed to come over again. Craziest thing I have done in the name of beauty is an electrocurrent facial. I feel like people do this every month, but it's weird for me. Those electrocurrents that basically lift up your face, it hurts a little bit. I'm not sure if it's for me. I deal with stress by I'm still trying to figure this out. I suffer from a lot of anxiety and depression. I'm on medication which really helps, but there is still some anxiety. For me, what works the best is learning when I need my own space and my own time. And if I just need to spend the whole day watching TV, that's what I'm going to do. Putting those kinds of needs in front of constantly having to do something, because if you're not working hard enough. But really helping sometimes, it really is just sitting in front of the TV, eating a bag of popcorn, or just sleeping. The best beauty advice I have ever received: less is more. Very cliche, I know, but it's true. I'm like that with my skincare, makeup, hair care. I just really believe you are supposed to enhance your beauty and not hide it. Vanity to me means we all want to look good. I feel like you shouldn't let that go to your head, but at the same time, it's important to take care of yourself, to feel good and have some confidence. Sometimes people confuse confidence with vanity. The last beauty treatment I had was a lymphatic drainage massage at IMD Spa the last time I was in New York. I love it. They do this really painful massage, but you get rid of all those toxins from traveling and salty foods and come out a new woman for like a day anyway. In another interview from 2018 for Glamour, the model shares and reveals the beauty and well-being mantras she swears by. My hair is my baby. I take really good care of my hair. It's like my baby. I hate going to bed with my hair dirty, so I always wash it at night. I'm all about hair hydration, so I use the Moroccan oil hydrating shampoo and conditioner, and then twice a week I'll use the mask to deeply replenish the moisture. I sleep with my hair wet, so I get that scruffy bedhead look, and then in the morning I'll put some drops of the Moroccan oil treatment in and I'm good to go. That's without a doubt my desert island beauty product, or my desert island. If I have my Moroccan oil treatment, I don't need anything else. I love going super glam. At Cannes this year, I went to a fashion for relief event and had these super glamorous Hollywood waves in my hair, and then this tree statement red lip. I love that look. It was just so beautiful. My entire beauty regime is about hydration. When I'm off duty and I don't have to work, I try not to use any products on my hair or my skin. I just focus on replenishing the moisture and restoring radiance. I'm all about hydration and trying to get as much of that as possibly can. I love going on holiday as the sun always makes my hair a little lighter, but the sea salt or chlorine can dry my hair and skin out, so I always make sure to treat them to a nourishing oil or hydrating mask. I love the beach waves look, but there are products that can give you that look without the damage. My makeup bag is more like a makeup suitcase. I love makeup and my makeup bag is so big. It's more of a makeup suitcase. I love the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I have a lot of that and I'm obsessed with this Giorgio Armani lipstick. It's a shade 400 and it's the perfect red. It's not too blue based or too orange, but the ideal tone of really romantic red. Sleeping is my meditation. Meditation isn't really my thing, but sleeping is my version of meditation. I really love sleeping. I can sleep anywhere, anytime, and I wish I could take a nap every day. Sleeping is so important for you. It regenerates everything and is my number one trick for overall wellness. I'm obsessed with this one workout class. I work out almost every day around 5 to 6 times a week. Usually, I normally go to the Dog Pound in New York, where I do a mixture of cardio, weight training, resistance training with my personal trainer. I'm obsessed with this class in LA called Rise Nation. It's like cardio on a Versa climber. It's so intense and it's only 30 minutes, but it's all you need. They will be opening it everywhere and I'm so excited. I'm literally obsessed with it. In another interview for Glamour in 2019, Sara Sampaio also shared that she wants others with trichotillomania to not feel shame about their hair pulling disorder. Sara Sampaio's stunning face has become a familiar one as she racks up huge modeling gigs for the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue as a Victoria Secret Angel, and most recently as a beauty ambassador for Giorgio Armani. But while she's become increasingly visible in media, it was a personal post on social media in 2018 about her struggle with trichotillomania that may have very well earned her more admirers than ever. The model is attending the Venice Film Festival with Armani, and Allure joined her to talk about how the impulse control disorder has helped her connect with fans, the product that she prefers for filling in her eyebrows gaps, and the makeup item she wants to create one day. I just want people to feel good about themselves, and if me sharing my story did that, that's just amazing. Sampaio tells Allure, reflecting on when she told her Instagram followers that she gaps in her eyebrows are a result of trichotillomania, which causes long-term urges to pull out one's hair. I've just been really trying to have people just not feel ashamed about it, and as Sampaio's experience with it exemplifies, it's not necessarily the hair on the top of the head that's affected by trichotillomania. Lots of men pick on their beard. You can literally pick on whatever you have hair. And people with all different types of hair pulling and skin picking impulse disorders appreciated Sampaio's candidness. We all have our things, and even for me, I think the more we talk about things, the easier they are to deal with. That's also why I wanted to be so open about it, says Sampaio, who has been working with the TLC Foundation, which helps people with their body-focused repetitive behaviors. So many people contact me because of that, and it has been great. Biospeaking imposes very based on different factors. There are weeks that are really bad, she tells Allure. I was on vacation on a boat and I didn't pick for the whole week. As soon as I got back to New York, it was just crazy picking. She has a positive attitude about it though, finding tricks to help prevent her from pulling her eyebrow hairs and camouflage evidence that she has been. I'm very lucky in that way that I have it because it's not my hair and it's easy to cover with makeup, says Sampaio, who has noticed that she's less likely to pick at her eyebrows where there's makeup on them. And as an Armani beauty ambassador, she's been introduced to a product that she has found is ideal for filling in any gaps, the high precision brow pencil. She loves how thin it is and how the comb end lets you customize the result for a real natural look. Other pencils just feel like you just painted your eyebrows, and I really like them to look as natural as possible. The high precision brow pencil is newer discovery for Sampaio. She was already a fan of Giorgio Armani beauty products before scoring her ambassador role last year. I actually used them a lot, even before I started working with them, so it's been amazing, she tells Allure. One of her favorite products, that would be Rouge de Armani matte lipstick in 400, and that's quite an honor considering how admittedly picky Sampaio is about her red lipstick. I just love those rich reds, like a really rich red, and Armani is known for their reds. But as much as she does adore Armani's 400, that hasn't stopped her from dreaming of coming up with a red lipstick of her own. I would love to create maybe one day my perfect red lipstick, Sampaio tells Allure, explaining that she understands her perfect red may not be someone else's. I think reds are all subjective because it depends on your skin tone, your lip color. My lips are already really pink, so obviously a certain red will look different on me than, for example, on someone else that has more pale lips. But while she isn't sure what the exact shade would be, she already has one rule about this hypothetical perfect red lipstick. I remember doing this shoot and I had a really glossy red, and then there was wind in my hair and it's just like red everywhere, Sampaio says. Matte, it's just easier to maintain. In another article interview from 2018 Harper's Bazaar, the model shares how she is tired of being shamed for being sexy. The model also weighed in on whether Victoria's Secret is empowering or outdated. Sara Sampaio says every woman has the right to be sexy without being judged. In an interview with Porter Edit, the Victoria's Secret model that challenging a woman's choice is anti-feminist. Her sentiments echo those of Emily Ratajkowski, who asserts that telling women that they can't and can wear what they can't and can wear is a form of oppression. I think it's kind of hypocritical that now people want everyone to be equal. They want everyone to be a feminist, she said, suggesting that she thinks that feminism is different to gender equality, which it isn't. But if a girl is being sexy because she wants to be sexy, people are saying, oh no, you can't be sexy. Isn't that anti-feminism? She also went on to defend Victoria's Secret, which has been widely criticized for being outdated and sexist. Its catwalk show in which women walk wearing lingerie and angel wings have been likened to beauty pigeons and competitions. Victoria's Secret is not geared towards men. We are selling lingerie to women, she argued. We are selling a dream. Everyone wants to feel sexy. Sampaio said that she works out 5 times a week to achieve her lithe-toned body, but was quick to point out that the pressure to stay in shape came from her, not Victoria's Secret. It's a lot of pressure, but not from Victoria's Secret. I put that pressure on myself, she said. You are constantly in lingerie, your body's constantly on show, you just want to look your best. And let me know what you guys think about Victoria's Secret. I can personally add that I really miss those big colorful shows with all of these amazing women in them, and I really don't think that Victoria's Secret should have so lightly scrapped them away, as they were just an iconic entertainment and was just joy to watch. I also miss the overall vibe of Victoria's Secret and their lingerie and the angels. Do you also think that just like Gia and Baby Gia Cindy Crawford, Sara Sampaio could be called Baby Adriana Lima? Comment down below if you think Sara Sampaio resembles Adriana Lima. In another article for The Cut from 2017, the Victoria's Secret Angel shares 5-minute runs, some pancakes, and thoughts on having anxiety. The Portuguese Victoria's Secret Angel Sara Sampaio was first scouted when she was 15. The pancake lover has since been on the cover of GQ, Maxim and Vogue Portugal and walked the runways for everyone from Marc Jacobs to Elie Saab. After being rejected 2 years straight, the determined model walked into a Victoria's Secret casting telling the director, "I'm not going to give you any reason not to book me this year." The strategy worked, and she is now been an angel since 2013. The new brand ambassador for Moroccan Oil, she brings a travel-sized version of the treatment in her purse for flyaways. Caught up with the cut about not being able to give up cards, taking care of her mental health, and always texting her mom. How I start my routine, it depends on if I'm working or if I'm not. Let's say I'm not working, I'll probably wake up around 9, 10, and then I'll eat breakfast and then errands. My favorite breakfast is 2 sunny side up eggs with avocado toast, and sometimes I'll have pancakes, maybe with some banana. How I sweat, I've been doing a lot of SLT. It's like a really intense Pilates with a machine. I've noticed with my body that small movements have done more for my body than the boot camps. My body moves better when it's very focused on small movements that elongate your body and your muscles. I tried SLT for the first time 5 or 6 years ago when I first got to New York. It was really hard, it was too hard. Then I was training for the Victoria's Secret show last year and gave it another try. I really liked it, it was not as hard. I think they had changed it a little bit. I could actually go through a whole class without feeling like I was going to break down. Now that the weather is a little better, I might go on some runs. I'm not a runner, but I'm pushing myself. When the weather gets a little bit nicer, I start thinking, I may just go for a run outside, even if it's just about 5-minute run. What wellness means to me? Wellness is being happy, feeling good and not aching. It's more about feeling good inside, and that will come out on the outside. On eating, I'm a big believer in not doing crazy diets and not to stop eating what makes you happy or what you like. It's all about balance. If you have had a long day and you really want a burger, just have that burger or pizza, and maybe for lunch the next day you have fish with vegetables or salad with chicken. I've been through not crazy diets, but I've been very strict on not eating carbs, and that made me so crazy. I'm from Portugal. We eat a lot of carbs like bread, pasta and rice in just one meal. There's no worse thing when you want something so bad and you're like, I can't have it, I can't have it. I was stressing so much about it that my body was not feeling well. Mentally, you're not feeling good. If I want to have a little bread for lunch because it makes me happy, I'm good. On traveling for work, I'm very lucky that when it comes to planes, I just pass out. I just sleep on the plane, it's my time, I'm not on the computer, I'm disconnected from the outside world. It's the only time ever that I can disconnect. Otherwise, while traveling, I try to connect to my family and my friends. Modeling can be a bit of a lonely profession because you are usually traveling by yourself. Even though you work with a lot of people during the day, you're usually just meeting them. Most of the time, you're not working with the best friends or people you normally see every day. I have to text my mom every day, every time I land. I once didn't in the beginning of my career, and she yelled at me, and I'm like, "Mom, chill," and she's like, "No, you have to text me." So now every time I land, I either already have a text from her like, "Did you land?" or I'll text, "Just landed and everything is fine." It's kind of cute. My wellness struggle. I'm a very stressed and anxious person. That's been the hardest for me to deal with. If I'm tired and I've been traveling to 5 countries in a row, it takes a toll on me and I get very worked up, especially if I'm not sleeping. When you feel that way, it just goes everywhere, like your skin starts breaking out, you don't feel good inside, and it shows everywhere. Therapy has been one of the things that help me. You go to I, you go to the doctor every 6 months to take care of your physical health, so take care of your mental one. Reading has helped me a lot, and to put things in perspective, I try to be very aware of situations and people. I think being aware of that has really helped me take a little bit back the anxiety in a certain way. My wellness advice is if I don't get my 8 hours of sleep, it's going to be a hard day. Your skin regenerates, your eyes are brighter and bigger. Sleeping is a reset of your body. I try to work out as much as I can, but also giving yourself some rest time. Besides sleeping and drinking water, I really love using oils and serums on my face, adding vitamins and things I'm missing like that. It's something I've only started recently, the past few years. The products I love, and a bonus. My boyfriend and I do them together. I actually started using them because he had them. This is basically the SK2 facial treatment mask and the Shiseido Bio Performance Glow Revival Serum. Recently I've been using this. It's not very heavy, it's gentle and not very thick, but also not so thin that you just feel like you're putting water on. This is more of a gel. It's kind of a gel creamy thing. I love dewy, glowy and healthy skin, and this makes me look like that without breaking out. It's the only time and the only one that I use and fits my whole eye, the Shiseido eyelash curler. I even sometimes bring it to jobs because I love the way it curls. Sometimes I have a hard time getting the ends because my eye is more of an almond shaped, but this one works really well. In March 2018, Netta Porter published an article in which the passionate, honest, and unafraid to make a stand model shares what happens when it comes to her body or her career and her thoughts. Portuguese model Sara Sampaio is a woman with conviction, and Jane discovers what fires her up in this article. Sampaio, a Victoria Secret Angel with more than 10 million followers on social media, where she's more than prepared to use her voice and hold people accountable, is not one of those girls who will just do it. In the summer of 2017, she used Instagram to call out the French magazine Louis after it published revealing pictures of her. "I'm fine with nudity. I have done nudity in the past, but I don't do nudity for men's magazines," explains Sampaio. "I can suggest nudity, but I don't want to show my boobs to a men's magazine." The model alleges that Louis agreed to her terms and signed a no-nudity agreement, but on set a member of the team attempted to persuade her to relent. Sampaio stood firm. Shots were taken as a red fury shrug slipped off her shoulders, accidentally revealing her breasts. She says she was assured they wouldn't be used, and they wanted wet skin here. She rubs her collarbone. "So the vest got wet, but they told me they would only use the shot from my neck up." When the issue hit newsstands, Sampaio was featured on the cover in white knickers and the fury shrug, her left nipple very much on show. Inside was the wet shot featuring her whole upper torso and both nipples. I felt violated, she says. So what, now every time I'm on set, do I have to delete the photos to make sure nobody uses them? It's a brisk March afternoon in Queens, New York, and the slate-colored sky is threatening snow. Even without a scrap of makeup, perhaps especially without it, Sampaio is ridiculously, distractingly pretty, with her mane of dark hair, green eyes, and bee-stung lips. When she laughs, which is often, her grin is wide open and slightly endearingly goofy. She's wearing Dr. Martens boots and skinny jeans, frequently pulling the cuffs of her striped hoodie over her hands. For a model known for sexy lingerie shoots, her sexiness is far from overt. There was a time early in her career when Sampaio would walk a mind-boggling 90 runway shows across the 4 consecutive fashion weeks for houses including Dolce & Gabbana, Miu Miu and Marc Jacobs. This year she skipped them all, spending February in LA instead. I'm trying to get into acting, she reveals. And it's still all very new, but I'm taking lots of classes and going on auditions. People have been like, oh, there will be so many no's, so many rejections, she laughs. I'm a model, I'm used to that. But she's clear about her own no's too. I don't want to be in anything that will be, she searches for the word, how do I say it, gratuitous? I don't want to be there just because I'm pretty. Models are expected to be pretty and not say a word. When we do open our mouths, we are branded as difficult and opinionated and troublemakers. Sampaio grew up in Porto on the north coast of Portugal, where her father is a professional scuba diver and her mother works for an airport company. Fashion could not have been further from her thoughts. My mother would tell you my fashion sense was atrocious, she laughs. I had no sense of style at all. She did, however, want to act. At 16, she entered a hair modeling competition. The past 2 winners had gone into acting, and I thought, I have great hair, maybe I can win. She has, and she did, which led to being signed by a modeling agency, and things just started happening. By the age of 19, Sampaio was living in Paris. At 20, she moved to New York, where she began modeling for lingerie behemoth Victoria Secret. After being turned down twice, on her third attempt, she was booked for the much-hyped annual show and became an angel, meaning she works year-round for the brand in 2015. It's both a lucrative contract and an enormously profile-raising role, but the company exacts its of tanned-toned flesh. VS angels work notoriously hard and are expected to look flawless every single day. It's a lot of pressure, Sampaio admits, but not from them. I put that pressure on myself. You're constantly in lingerie, your body is constantly on show, you just want to look your best. She works out 5 times a week with a personal trainer. If I could, I would live off pizza, she laments. But I can't because I'm getting older, she sighs, putting her head in her hands. I miss my 90-year-old metabolism. I'm fine with nudity. I have done nudity in the past, but I don't want to show my boobs to a men's magazine. Given her aversion to gratuitousness, I wonder if, at the moment in which women are collectively standing up to objectification, Victoria's Secret, with its titillating flesh-filled show, might need to reconsider its approach and message. No, I don't think so at all, she answers firmly. I think it's kind of hypocritical that now people want everyone to be equal. They want everyone to be a feminist. But if a girl is being sexy because she wants to be sexy, people are saying, oh no, you can't be sexy. Isn't that anti-feminism? I suggest that some critics feel the sexiness Victoria's Secret sells is one constructed specifically by and for the male gaze. Victoria's Secret is not geared towards men. We are selling lingerie to women, Sampaio insists. We are selling a dream. Everyone wants to feel sexy. I want to repeat that quote regardless. So many people bashing Victoria's Secret. It's hypocritical that people want everyone to be equal. But if a girl wants to feel and be sexy, people are saying, oh no, you can't. Isn't that anti-feminist and anti-feminism, says Sara. Thank you guys for watching this video. It took quite a while to prepare, so I would really appreciate if you like, subscribe and share your thoughts down below, and let me know what you think of her mantras and her thoughts on life, wellness and things in general. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Bye.